Hello everybody and welcome to the Magical McDs channel. We recently had the privilege, because we're annual pass holders at Universal Studios Florida, to attend a pass holder preview day, which still costs full price, but we got to go over to the park this past Tuesday for a pass holder preview day, and wow, I'm glad we went, because apparently they only had 4,000 people show up, so this park was incredibly empty. The great news was we had the run of the park. There were basically no waits. Everything was empty. The bad news is we're now completely spoiled because that's what we're used to. This video, we didn't plan on filming anything this day. We wanted to go and enjoy it for ourselves, but it was so empty. We decided to break out our phones, so I apologize for the lower quality of the video today, the lower audio quality. But we decided to break out our phones and film our experience at all of the bars. We just decided to keep it on point for a simple video. I counted a total of 7 dedicated bars. One is the Atlantic, so it's a restaurant and bar. There are some restaurants where you can get beer and wine. We didn't include those. We didn't include the Helios. So these are the 7 dedicated bars located throughout Celestial Park, and then two of the lands, because 2 lands, Nintendo World and Isle of Berk, don't have dedicated bars. You can still buy beer and wine there, but there's no dedicated area with a full bar. So we captured everything. When we went to the Atlantic, we did do a full meal there. I'll include some footage of that shows our drinks. I'm also going to do another video later on that shows our entire experience at the Atlantic, because we also had a very nice lunch there. We went all out. It was our final day of a vacation coming out of Nashville. So this is our final day after the Nashville trip. And we splurged. So I'll do a separate video for that coming up. But until then, please enjoy this video. Again, I apologize for some of the lighting and sound and issues, but you will get a taste. This is definitely the most drinker-friendly theme park that Universal has going for it. There are some problems with a couple of the bars, and I'll talk about that when we get to them. Anyways, enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you along for our adventures. We're approaching 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you help us reach that goal. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And enough talking from me. Let's get to these bars. So the first bar of the day, you'll see here, it looks like it's called the Star Tavern. It's actually the Plastered Owl, which is located inside of the Star Tavern. The Star Tavern itself is a barbecue restaurant, which you can get beer and wine at. But just across the lobby is the Plastered Owl. You're looking at some of the outside patio right now. Half the bar inside has seating. Half of it outside is walk up. It's a beautiful facility. We had some great drinks. And this is my favorite bar overall. Alright, Dimmer, what did you get?
So I got the Plastered Owl, which has whiskey, lemon juice, simple syrup, a Philly black cherry syrup, muddled lemon wedges, and cocktail cherries with an orange twist.
Nice. And I got the Steal Your Own Smash.
And yours has rum, cream of coconut, carousel, pimento aromatic bitters, lime juice, and orange juice.
Nice.
These drinks are fantastic. So if you are familiar with last year's HHN bar that was a quiet place, it was down like a tiny little side street in Universal.
Yeah.
That is what this drink tastes like to me. It was served warm, and it wasn't like, I liked the drink, but it was warm.
Right.
Here it's cold, and I freaking love it. It packs a punch.
Talk to me about the bar. What do you think so far? You're never going to enjoy this empty again, probably.
Never
in your life.
The bar it's breathtaking. Like, I really love the stained glass of it. I like the story. There's like a raccoon, a deer.
They got drunk and ended up down a tree.
Plastered owl. Yeah. It's such a cool space.
It is a great
I love
space.
it.
And so this is the bar half of a barbecue restaurant.
Yes.
But you can only get drinks at this side.
Yes,
we were told.
but it looks like you're going to be able to walk up.
Yeah, so there's a walk up out there, and then in here it's sit down seating.
I'll start with IPA.
And our bartender has been amazing. He's been here training since January. So I'll do a walking tour in a second, so we get a full view. I'll come through the entrance.
It's amazing.
Cheers.
This is our first drink in Epic Universe.
To Epic.
To Epic.
So I presume you can probably bring your drinks out here if you want like a loungy vibe. And then that is the Rambling Raccoon right there. And then the restaurant is down here, a barbecue restaurant. That fireplace is gonna be epic if they ever light it, no pun intended. And then the bar is all through here. And it looks like on select days they will have music playing, which is gonna be, for lack of a better word, also epic. Amber's enjoying her cocktail at the bar, but the other place you can come is right down here. And this will all be walk up. So this is our first bar of the day. I gotta like it. I do like the fact that there's a fountain right there. And we've been told by our staff it is the best bar on property. They're gonna be a little biased, but I have to say it's gonna be hard to top this. There's the Plastered Owl. And there's the Helios Hotel, just to give you some wayfinding. The main entrance would be that way.
And the namesake of the bar is the Plastered Owl here. Look how cool. We love it. This is an awesome bar. And Nelson's awesome too.
Hey, you're trying to get plastered like the owl?
Yeah. We love it. Thank you, Nelson. You're the best.
Thank you guys. You were great.
So bar number 2 for us today on this day was the Atlantic. The Atlantic is a restaurant and bar. We kind of did both here. We had drinks and we had food at the main restaurant. As I said earlier, I will be covering the entire Atlantic food review in a separate video, so go ahead and subscribe to see that down the road. Right now I'm just going to focus on the drinks. This place was gorgeous. So here is the bar. It's right when you walk in the main entrance. It's kind of at the top of the restaurant, which then has staircases going down to 2 sub-levels. It's tiered to take advantage of the floor-to-ceiling windows that wrap the back of the restaurant. Because you come in from the front of the park, and the views of the fountains are spectacular, both during the day and I can only imagine at night. We got a glimpse of what it looked like later on at night. I would recommend probably doing this at night after having the day experience, but you're not going to go wrong during the day. If you sit at the bar upstairs, we were informed you're only going to be able to get drinks there. So if you're thinking about crashing the bar because the reservations were full at the restaurant, at least in the beginning, you're not going to be able to eat up there. So just be advised of that. Also be advised, this is a very expensive restaurant. We splurged because it was our final day of vacation. I had a filet mignon. We went all out. We had an appetizer. So we really had a good time and indulged. But the drinks are fantastic. I did love the bar. I'm looking forward to going back there and just chilling out at the bar. And there are some great views and some tables, which you'll see in this video. So highly recommend this. This is probably my second favorite bar there, even though it is, again, combined with a restaurant. This is my second favorite overall. I love that scene in Pulp Fiction where Uma Thurman comes back from the bathroom at the steakhouse with John Travolta, and she remarks, like, there's nothing better than coming back from the restroom and having some food waiting for you, and that's exactly what's going on here. So we're at the Atlantic restaurant here. Can't beat this view. I did film footage of the bar upstairs that'll have been shown already, or I can show it right now while I'm talking about it. So this counts as a bar visit. We're just having drinks down here because we're also eating here. And speaking of food, for an appetizer, we went ahead and got the sweet and spicy shrimp, crispy shrimp with chili sauce, micro cilantro, and some sesame seeds. These look amazing. And then for drinks, we got Amber staying in the family today. You got an old fashioned, didn't you?
I got a Spice Sprout old fashioned that has bourbon, date syrup, cardamom bitters, Angostura, I never say it right, bitters,
Don't worry about it.
twist, and a Hotel Starlino cherry. And then which one did you get?
The Florida Sand Dollar.
So the Florida Sand Dollar has rum, Munyon's Pawpaw, BG Reynolds grenadine, white grapefruit juice, coconut water, cream of coconut, vanilla bean, topped with dried grapefruit slices.
These look amazing.
Our server told us that Adrian's drink tastes like a melted pina colada.
Cheers, everybody. Next up is the Burning Blade Tavern, which is this probably the best theme bar that we went to during the entire day. It is at the bottom of this windmill. This is the flaming windmill. We unfortunately just didn't get a chance to see the flames come on. It happens about every 30 minutes or so. Very limited drink menu in here. Only a few beers on tap. So, I mean, calling it a bar is a bit of a stretch. I think they missed an opportunity to have a much better experience here. I think there should be more tables. It should be a more robust menu. There should be seats at the bar. But I will say what we had was delicious. I had a drink called the Lagunita. It was Bacardi with lime and blackberry. And then Amber had a drink, which you'll see being prepared in a second. It was very smoky. It was called the Pure of Heart. It had whiskey, lime, pineapple, honey, chopped up with some ginger beer and some blackberry, and it was spectacular. We didn't film too much commentary in this bar because we ended up talking to one of the hunters that came through. It's these workers that are, their whole backstory is that they hunt monsters all day, and they'll come in and they'll tell you about their adventures. So we got really distracted by one of them in a great way. I'm not complaining at all. So that's why we didn't dive too much into our information about the drinks. But overall, our favorite themed restaurant, limited menu. I think it's kind of a miss. They could have done more with this place, but still well worth a visit.
It's a drink and a show. We're trying. This is the monster blood that we got last night. But if I give it to Ziz and you turn into a beast, I gotta hunt y'all down. And we've already discussed how hot it is out there, girl. And I'm not doing overtime today that heat. So I pop it in this little dome with a little bit of my smoky smoke, so I can make it safe for you guys to drink. I'm purifying it, right? Hence the name, Pure of Heart. Bam.
Awesome.
Lovely. So Celeste Tiki was right outside of Dark War, or the Dark Universe. A bit of a miss here, too. The Tiki theming is very light. Apparently, there used to be bar stools wrapping the entire circle of the bar, but it got so busy, people were stacked up 3 deep on the preview days for cast members, that they ended up removing the bar. So they think this is going to be a high-capacity area. They just want you to walk up again and drink. And the tragedy there is that with no seating at the bar, there's only a couple tables nearby. There's really nowhere to enjoy your drink, and that's what we like to do. We would like to sit down and enjoy it because there are some beautiful views around this place. So I think another miss for Universal, but they're still figuring it out. So let's see what they do with this. Hopefully over time they'll add the stools back in and capacity won't be so busy. All right, so we're here at the Waitiki Celestial Bar.
It's the Celeste Tiki.
Celeste Tiki. What did you get, Amber?
So I got the Kanuku daiquiri. I guess normally it's a mocktail, but I did add Cruzan aged light rum. It has strawberry puree, simple syrup, lime juice, strawberry essence, smoked sea salt, and a lime wheel. It looks like I got a blood orange wheel, which is awesome.
Nice.
This tastes very much like a strawberry marg with rum instead of tequila. It's
right.
Good. It's very sweet.
And then I got the it's basically like the punch. It's got a ton of rum,
You got
a ton of juices in it.
It's called the Waturi punch. It's got rum, 2 different kinds of rum.
Two rums,
juice,
orange
lime
juice, lime juice,
passion fruit puree, honey syrup, bitters, mint sprig, and a dried blood orange.
There you have it. So I don't know that this is our favorite bar.
How do you like this?
It is a delicious drink. This is delicious.
Okay, so does it taste like a Mai Tai?
It does not, but it tastes like everything it's advertised as.
Okay, look at the cute little swizzle stick. It's
Yeah, that's coming home.
It's on brand, right?
I do, and you can't beat the setting. Like, it's outside. This is definitely not like a sit and drink bar. I'll talk about this more elsewhere in the review of this bar. But I think this is definitely like a grab and go.
It is a grab and go. What I'm a little disappointed in is it's called it's supposed to be like a tiki bar, but it's not very tiki.
Yeah, it's very subtle tiki.
Yeah, I mean
So.
it's a cool bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a drink, it'll whet your appetite.
Yes.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Okay, Bar Zenith kind of got the shaft because we had to run off to get on a roller coaster because the line had just opened up. Look, this is basically just a clone of Celeste Tiki. It's in the same location, just on the other side of the body of water. And it lacks the frozen drinks, but no stools. There are only a couple of seats. Really, just a walk up, grab a drink, and leave, which I think is another miss for Universal because it'd be nice to have some stools to take in the views here. But yeah, sorry we gave this bar the shaft, but we did enjoy the drinks here. So Meteor Astropub actually was kind of like my dark horse late in the afternoon favorite. It's right next to Bar Zenith, so I don't know why you would stop at Bar Zenith knowing that the Astropub is right here, because there's a much more comfortable bar that you can actually sit at in the Astropub. And you can also order food if you so desire. Plus, there's some outdoor seating there. It's just a superior bar to Bar Zenith in every way, shape, and form, and it's like 15 feet away from it. The drink menu is somewhat limited. You might have a better selection of mixed drinks at Bar Zenith, so I'll give Bar Zenith that edge. But I like a nice seat. The food, the atmosphere in here was really great, and and the food looked delicious. Although the food menu was also limited. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to film it. One of the more theatrical drinks here was the Meteor drink I had. They do some fireworks. You'll see it here coming up in a second. Apparently, this hasn't been open very long. It wasn't even open during cast member previews. If you are a cast member and that's true or not true, let us know in the comments. But the bartender we had at Bar Meteor said it was relatively new, and she considered it her favorite hidden gem within Epic Universe. So definitely check this one out.
Breaking through the Earth's stratosphere. Watch it. Deep impact. Brace yourself. Watch. Boom.
Oh, there it is.
Ocean landing. We're safe.
Thank you so much. So here we are at the Meteor Astropub, and I got the Meteor Strike, which you saw a second ago with the flaming cube. Basically, a take on the Blue Hawaiian with a different kind of rum.
Oh yeah.
What did you get, Amber?
I got the Leonid lemonade.
Yeah,
It's got vodka, huckleberry syrup, lavender syrup, lemon juice, club soda, and blueberries.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're officially in happy hour time, so
Looks delicious.
cheers, everybody. So Bar Moonshine was our final stop of the day. We got in here just about 10 or 15 minutes before the park closed. So very lucky to have the bar essentially to ourselves. I think one other person came from behind us. Loved this bar. Another kind of miss, though, because there's zero seating within the bar, which is okay. I'll forgive that. But they had an opportunity to put in a lot more tables, sort of French seating out front. And there's only about 3 or 4 tables. During the day, they were all packed. You can see them right here in the shot. They only had a couple tables out front. I think this courtyard should just be packed. There should be 20 or 30 tables out there dedicated to the bar. Rope it off, put a gate around it. Hell, even have some cocktail servers bringing the drinks out, because the drinks here are really intricate, really phenomenal. You'll see the menu coming up in a second. The detail in this place is amazing. The theming in Harry Potter world, the Ministry of Magic, was just over the top. So yeah, we really like this place. It's a great day to round out the park. And we'll do kind of a thorough breakdown here of our day, going to all these bars, and some previews of some other videos. Hello.
So this is our first time in there.
Yeah.
You are truly in for a treat.
So this will bewitch your senses. So maybe don't take your broom home tonight.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So welcome.
They look deliciously yum. The final cocktail of Epic Universe.
Bonjour.
We are in
we hit every
Paris.
bar.
Paris. Oh, did we?
We did.
Every bar.
Well, we didn't hit every place where they serve alcohol, but we hit every single bar.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's places that serve beer and wine.
Y'all, you gotta have goals.
Yeah, the Asian restaurant's not open yet, so that couldn't have been on the menu today. And we're not including the Helios Hotel, obviously.
Which is coming soon for us.
Yeah. So in terms of my favorites, recency bias, I loved this Harry Potter bar that we just went to.
So we just went to Bar Moonshine. Let's talk about the drink you currently have. It's called the Lobe Blaster.
It's got some absinthe in it.
It's a potent mix of moonshine, limoncello, absinthe, lemon juice, club soda, and simple syrup, garnished with a rosemary sprig and layered with an emulsion verte.
Relatively cheap, and it packs a punch.
She said this was the strongest, right? It's a gorgeous drink.
Yes, it's lovely.
It is very tasty. My drink, I really wanted the giggle water. Didn't happen. They were out of it. So my drink is the Sherbet Lemon, which is vodka paired with a subtly sweetened herbaceous liqueur, lemon bitters, ginger beer, lemon sugar rim, and an edible flower. Mine is unique, is the best way I can say it, and I like it.
The sugar rim makes it.
So that herbaceous liquor
It's
is
like drinking a lollipop.
Is it to you? Okay,
I think
so
that-
like
that's
as
lovely.
you drink it, it's getting a little
Stronger.
Yeah, it's getting a little like
Getting more adult.
yes.
Yes.
But we talked to the servers in Bar Moonshine, Leanne and Vincent.
Yeah.
And
Both lovely.
wonderful people. We walked in like 30 minutes to close. We talked to them for about 20. And here we are sitting on the empty streets of Paris. Look how beautiful this is. So that is actually the back of the show building for the show, right? The
show.
Yes. I forget the name of the show, but we can't wait to do it.
We'll find out next time.
Yep. And we will do it. But it's just, I mean, we're really trying to soak in the ability to sit here quietly with no one around us.
We have thoughts. I think we're going to turn those thoughts into 2 separate videos.
Yeah. But like, let's
be-
give like a teaser of those thoughts.
I think that it's a beautiful park. There's some structural problems.
I would argue that this is the most beautiful park I have ever been to.
Certainly for Universal.
In the United
question.
States for us.
Yeah.
I haven't been to any parks outside of the
Service has
United
been
States.
spectacular. I don't think it's ready for the capacity that's going to have. And I think it was relatively exclusionary in terms of who can fit on what rides.
Yep.
And I'll make a whole video about that. And
There's
it's
your teaser.
exclusionary in relative to an exclusionary reputation
Yeah.
that I think Universal has. So that was surprising and disappointing. I do think there's going to be some capacity issues. Some thoroughfares are incredibly wide and spacious, but then in other places that are going to be predictably popular, I'm looking at you, Darkmoor, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I think, so overcrowded that it's just not going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
So-
What I will say is, between the handful of
And I hope I'm
team
wrong.
members, yeah, I hope so too. But between the handful of team members we've spoken to, some have said that when it opens, it still won't be open to full capacity because they are hoping that everybody has the time to do everything that there is to do in the park. I will say this.
And
Our-
that's another criticism. There's not that much.
Yeah, and so this is what I'll say is we were told that the team member previews that were free to them, which they should be, and I'm so glad they had that. Team members with family and friends was capped at about 12,000.
Yeah.
The annual pass holders were capped at 4,000 to 5,000. So
And on
we
a
are
regular day, they're expecting over 30,000.
Yes. We don't know what opening day is going to look like. No idea. She said that she thinks they're tempering it still.
But we'll be here to bring that to you.
That'll be interesting to see.
And we'll do some preview day footage versus some opening day footage.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that because I think that's going to be a different kind of video that you probably won't get other places.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, opening day, whether it goes badly or poorly, it's a historical day nonetheless. This is the first new theme park in Florida in many decades.
I think they said since 1999, if you don't include water parks.
Sure. So that's a big deal, and we're looking forward to being here. But overall, Universal has a lot to be proud of. They've built an amazing, beautiful park.
It is beautiful.
There are some structural criticisms, and we'll get into that in other videos. So if you want to know what those are, please subscribe, or just go somewhere else on our channel. They might already be posted. I don't know how we're going to upload these, but we'll talk about those elsewhere.
Yeah.
Today, in this video, I think is more about the drinking. We did all the bars, and I'm from that perspective, bravo.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is a great park to drink in.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad we did it. This was a beautiful day to do it. It was a beautiful way to cap off what I'm calling our adult spring break.
That's right. That's right. This is the end of a vacation for us. We have been in Nashville most of the past week. And again, I don't know when those videos are going to go up. You'll know, but it's
in what way? Yeah, in what order?
But this has been a great way to cap off that week. It really has been.
Yeah, and we really hope that you enjoyed what we had to show you of Epic.
Yeah. So
for our first time here,
guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this bar crawl through brand new Epic universe. We'd love to have you along for our journey. We want to bring you along for all our future journeys. Do everything the YouTubers say. Like, share, comment. Let us know what you think. Where are you going to drink? What look good to you? What do you want to have? And have fun storming the castle.
And stay magical.